with Roch Kubatko joining us from MASNsports.com. And Roch, let's talk a little bit about the closer situation right now. I mean, we've seen variations of it over the last couple of games. What are your thoughts and what are you hearing about Givens or Fry or for that matter, Tanner Scott?
I think mostly Buck would just like to be in a position where there's a safe situation. He goes, let's get there first, then we'll figure it out. You know, Buck, he's never going to come right out and say so-and-so is my closer moving forward. So we'll just have to see how he's using guys and kind of figure it out. A lot of it will depend on availability, certain situations, but I think it's pretty clear Michael Givens would be get the first crack at it as replacing Zach Britton. He got the save on Sunday, his second of his career, came in with 2 outs in the 8th, only needed to throw 2 pitches, came back out for the 9th, got the save. We never saw him warm up last night. Of course, they were coming off an off day because they didn't have that lead in the 9th inning. I think if they did, we would have seen Givens again. He seems to be the most logical choice right now. One of the reasons why they don't want to deal him, and there's been plenty of interest in him and still is, there are scouts still watching him now, is because he projects as possibly a future closer. So I think he will get that opportunity. But, you know, we've heard talk, too, of, you know, Tanner Scott's someone that intrigues them, but he's got to become more consistent with his consistency, his command. So, you know, somebody could be more trustworthy. I've heard Mike Wright's name come up, but he struggled his last few outings. Who knows, maybe a Cody Carroll could emerge as that guy. But right now I think Michael Givens is the guy first and foremost that they would look to. Like I said, they're just hoping they have some opportunities, slim leads in the 9th inning. That back end of the bullpen is so different right now. It's going to be tough to do that.
Now, Roch, we know that baseball players can be treated after they cleared waivers during the month of August. Any rumors about the Orioles possibly making more deals before September the 1st?
I think they'll look to do it. They still have a couple guys that they feel like could clear waivers if they could go ahead and move them. Then there should be some interest, at least, in Danny Valencia. There wasn't a whole lot leading up to that non-waiver deadline, mainly because I heard there are teams that just don't see where he fits defensively. But he's still a guy, a proven hitter, especially against lefties. He's a good bat coming off the bench, and somebody that, even though he's not going to win a Gold Glove, can fill it at third, first, can play the corner outfield spot. So I think he's a guy that could clear waivers, and then you could go ahead and try and move him. And Craig Gentry's another guy we shouldn't forget about. Started his rehab assignment last night at Bowie. He's in the lineup again tonight. And he's someone who we figure out, how's a veteran outfielder fit in a rebuild? I know Buck's been looking forward to getting him back. He really likes him. Thinks he's still a guy that can help out. But also I think it's somebody that if he comes back and is playing and is proven to be healthy, there could be some interest in him as that veteran extra outfielder plus defense, a guy that can steal bases for you. And again, not going to get a whole lot back, but somebody else that you can at least move and try and get something.
Roch, is the possibility existing that Adam Jones could be in right field before the season ends?
Yeah, I don't think it was just a coincidence that he was taking fly balls during batting practice yesterday in right field. A lot of talk about Cedric Mullins and whether he's going to be on his way up. However, he's missing his 2nd straight game. He has a stomach virus, and if you're sick, you can't get called up. Can't have your contract selected and make that major league debut. But I think it's sooner rather than later that we see Cedric Mullins up here. And at this point, you know, there's talk that, you know, Adam could go ahead and shift to right, or if not full-time over these last couple months, at least on occasion, depending how they want to use Cedric. But Adam hasn't really played since 2007. He made 2 starts with the Mariners. It's been strictly a center fielder. So I think it was getting him acclimated again. He has so much pride. If he's going to play right, he wants to do it well. So it would not surprise me at all to see Adam in right field at some point before the season's over. And again, we're in a rebuild. It's time to get Cedric Mullins up here when his stomach allows it.